Hey guys, if you're using the Nokta Legend Metal Detector, Nokta just released their software update for that metal detector. It's version 1.14 beta 1, and it's located over on the Nokta website. The link is down in the description below, but check out all the information about that update right here.
Hello, everybody. It's Dilek with Nokta Detectors. First of all, I hope you guys are all fine, doing fine, wherever you are in the world. Well, it's been a long time that I haven't done a live, and to be honest with you, I'm so happy to be with you here today. And I guess everybody knows what I'm going to talk about today because we posted an announcement banner last night on our Facebook page. I know you guys are excited. I'm very excited. But before I start talking about the new update, I want to first give a big shout out, a big thank you to our lead engineer of the Legend project and our field tester. I mean, they've been working really hard on this update and along with, of course, everything else they're busy with. And also, this week, the factory is actually closed. Our factory has shut down for a holiday for a whole week as of end of Friday. But these guys stayed at the factory literally day and night over this past weekend to be able to give you guys this update so we don't have to wait for another week. So I want to really say thank you to our engineer and to our field tester. Now, before I start talking about the update, I also want to tell you how we're going to do the update. First of all, this is going to be a beta version, okay? We decided to give it as a beta version, just like we did with the last update, because most of our customers were actually very happy that we made the actual users to be part of our testing. But actually, don't get this wrong. This update, I mean, has been tested over and over again for the past, few months. It's actually ready to be released, but we want to give it as beta version so you guys can also get a chance to test it in your soil with your targets in your environment. Now, once you test the Legend, and it's the version 1.14 beta 1, that's what it's called, version 1.14 beta 1 software, okay, if you come across any bugs, any issues, then you will report them by sending an email, please, to beastmode@noktadetectors.com. Okay? And you don't have to write any of this down. This information will be available on our website once I'm done with this live. Okay? And we will give you guys approximately 2 weeks, okay, until April 22nd to test this software, to use this new software and give us your feedback. At this point, please, that we will only evaluate any bugs, any reports of issues or bugs, and please no wish lists. I hope you understand, because our engineers have been working on this. Our field tester has been testing the software for a long time now. I know you guys have been waiting for it. So we're pretty confident that you're gonna like it. But if you come across any issues or bugs, then please report them by sending an email to beastmode@noktadetectors.com. At the end of the 2 weeks, okay, if there are really no bugs or issues reported, then we will release the final version, which is not going to be different if we make no changes on it, which is not going to be any different than the beta version. Okay? Hope you understand. And if there are any issues or bugs, of course, we will work on them, we will fix them, and then we will release another version. But I'm pretty confident this version is gonna do fine. Okay? So let's start. Version 1.14. Okay, Beast Mode software update, beta 1 test version. Actually, we have done more. We have actually included more than the Beast Mode in this version, but because I first referred to it as the Beast Mode, everybody started calling it the Beast Mode update, so that's what we're gonna call it. Like you guys are calling it right now, the Beast Mode software update. So what does this update include? Number 1, okay? There's a new feature, okay? It's called Deep Target Identification feature. Deep Target Identification feature. This is a new feature that's been added to the Legend. What is it? This feature actually allows non-ferrous deep targets, which are either masked or detected, sensed as ferrous by the detector to be detected as non-ferrous items. I hope this is not very confusing, but I'm sure many of you guys are very experienced to know what I'm talking about. Sometimes the really deep targets, they're either masked, okay, so you cannot really detect them, or you detect them, but although they are non-ferrous, the detector detects them as ferrous items. So now with this feature, and by the way, this is common for all the detectors out there, okay? But now with this feature, okay, by activating this feature, you can now detect those targets, non-ferrous targets, as non-ferrous. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now, what do you do to access this feature? You select the recovery speed on the Legend, and then you press the pinpoint button. And then by navigating with the right and left keys, you will see the letters DT, okay, which stands for Deep Target Identification. DT appear on the screen. And then you can actually increase the value of the setting. When it's at 0, it means it's off. The setting is off, and then you can set it between 1 and 6. But please note that as you increase it more and more, the stability of the device may diminish a bit. Okay, don't forget this. And by the way, this feature can be used in all modes with both multi-frequency and single frequencies. Okay, I hope it's clear. So deep target identification. Okay, now let's talk about the long-awaited beast mode. As most of you would know, very deep targets, metals may have properties of the surrounding soil that they're in, okay? And therefore, they cannot be detected. Beast mode basically, okay, allows you to detect these deep targets, at depths that cannot be detected in the other modes. That's what the beast mode is about. And since the beginning, I was telling you that this is going to add depth to the device, a significant depth to the device. Okay. But don't forget, this mode actually resets the ground that that you ground balanced already. Okay. And then it allows all these deep coins or large masses of metal to be detected by the detector. Okay. But again, don't forget, in this mode, the targets at fringe depths. By the way, I'm just gonna stop here for a second. Please, guys, I know I'm seeing a lot of questions, and I'm trying to read them and so that I can remember them. But let's not ask questions at this point, if you don't mind, because I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to read the questions at the same time. So please don't ask questions at this point. Let me finish what I need to explain, and then you can ask me anything you want. Okay? Where was I? Okay. So, please don't forget though, targets at fringe depths may not give an ID at all. Okay, or their ID may be unstable. So actually, this beast mode will help you to detect, all these very deep targets, whether coins or large masses, but at fringe depths. Okay, at those fringe depths, you may not get an ID, or the ID may be stable. That's why when I first talked about this update, if you remember, I said especially relic hunters will love it, if you remember. And that was the only reason. Not that, the coin hunters will not use it. Of course, they will. But, most of the time, the coin hunters, they want to see the ID all the time. But at fringe depths, though, you may not get an ID, which is very normal. Okay? Now, to use this feature, guys, I'm just going to check here to make sure that I'm not giving you any wrong information. Yes. To use this feature, you simply press the frequency key when you're in the gold field mode. Okay, so you go to the gold field mode and you press the frequency key. And then you will see beast mode indicated on the screen by the letters BE under the M, which stands for multi-frequency on the screen. So you'll go to the gold field mode, you'll press the frequency key, and you'll see BE, letters BE underneath the M, okay, which stands for beast mode. Now, I'm going to talk about, this is not it. I'm going to talk about something really cool. Because of the configuration of this beast mode, this deep mode, okay, and I'm sure some of you guys who are using some of the other high-end detectors out there may be experiencing this, okay? In a deep mode like this, what happens is that the device may now start giving false signals to ground changes or mineralized rocks, hot rocks, you name it, or those red clay bricks. So this is a problem that I personally know that many people are facing with some of the other high-end detectors out there when you're using that deep mode. Now, what are we offering to remedy this, to overcome this? We're actually offering a second ground balance feature in the beast mode, a secondary, basically, ground balancing. So, to overcome these hot rocks or mineralized rocks, bricks, or ground changes, okay? I hope everybody's understanding what I'm saying. But if there's anything you don't understand, you can just ask me the questions after the live. Now, with the second ground balance now, depending on the property, okay, of the hot rock or the mineralized rock, now the detector may completely eliminate it, which means it's going to be silent. It's not going to false on those ground changes or, hot rocks or whatever. Or this really depends on the properties of the rock or the mineralized rock or the hot rock. Or it will give a broken sound. Okay? And then you'll know by that broken sound that the target actually is a mineralized rock, a hot rock, and it's not really a metal target. Okay? So I hope it's clear. Now, how do we use this feature? You first go to the ground balance menu. So you basically press the ground balance button to access the setting. And then you simply activate the second ground balancing by pressing the frequency button. Okay, so you go into the ground balancing and then you press the frequency button to activate the secondary ground balance. When the secondary ground balance is activated, you'll see number 2 appear, and the second ground balancing can only be done automatically, guys. Okay, no manual ground balancing. Okay, and sorry, I think I had a pause there. Can I get an answer? Can you hear me? Running fine now. You're fine. Okay, good. Sorry, guys. I'm not in the office. I'm visiting my in-laws, and it's a small town here, and maybe my signal is not that great. Okay, so it's all good. That's good. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is the ability to reset the first and second ground balancing values. Okay, so how do you do that? While the beast mode is active, you reset the ground balance values by entering the ground balance menu and then long pressing the up button. Okay? Out of sync. Looks like I'm having an issue. Okay, I'm just gonna continue. I'm sorry, guys. When you press and hold the up button, you're going to see an animation on the screen. Okay. To reset the second ground balance value, first you activate the second ground balance and then reset it by pressing the up button again. Okay. Seems good now. Okay, good. Now, one more. We're not finished. We added an iron rejection feature, guys, in the beast mode as well. Okay? Because the beast mode, just like the gold field mode actually, produces signals both for ferrous and non-ferrous targets by actually changing the frequency of the sound. Okay? And it does that according to the strength of the signal. Okay? And in order to distinguish ferrous targets, especially those that are closer to the ground, to the surface, depending on the strength of the signal received from the ferrous target, the device will emit a lower tone compared to the tone of non-ferrous targets, with the frequency varying according to the strength of the signal. Okay. So to access this feature now, you select the recovery speed and then press the pinpoint button, and the letters IR, okay, standing for iron rejection, will appear on the right side of the screen. You can change the value of it with the plus and minus buttons between 1 and 5. Okay? When it's at 0, it means it's off. And when the value is
increase, as you increase it, the probability of emitting a ferrous tone for deep non-ferrous targets increases. Okay? So I know you were just waiting to hear about just the beast mode, but I gave you a lot of information. I'm just gonna quickly go over them just as a summary. Okay? So in this version 1.14 beta 1 software update, we're giving you guys one deep target identification feature. Okay? Two, a beast mode, which really will give you a significant depth advantage has been added. Okay. And then we also added a great new feature to this beast mode called secondary ground balancing, a second ground balancing. So you do the ground balance once and then you do it again, a secondary ground balance, which is going to come very handy out there on the field, believe me. And you can read through the explanations on the, update page. And then we also were giving you the option to reset both the first and the second ground balance values in the beast mode. And then an iron rejection feature has also been added in the beast mode. So this is it, guys. I know you've been waiting long. I've been waiting long, but we did it. We're proud. We really hope you love this new update. I am very confident you will love it. Okay. So, the best just got better. Okay. The legendary legend is just getting better and better and better at an incredible price. Okay. A detector that competes with detectors that cost 2 or 3 times more, uh, but offers a lot more. Okay. So do you have any questions, guys? Please tell me. All coil legends work in the beast mode? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is really no, I mean, to my knowledge, no. I mean, I never asked the engineer this question myself, but I'm sure they'll all work. Okay. Because it's just a, mode. Um, do you have to update the drivers for Windows 11 first? I'm not sure. Just go to our page after this live and download it. And I mean, sometimes I hear customers having to do that, but not everybody has to do it. So I think it really depends on the configuration of your computer. Okay. Will these modes significantly increase depth while using smaller coils, or is it more functional with a standard or larger size coils? I'm sure it's going to increase depth overall. But of course, as the coil gets bigger, of course, you're going to have a depth advantage. Once updated to 1.14 beta, is it possible to downgrade? Yes, it is possible to downgrade, but please, before you even guys test it, you're thinking about downgrading. Be positive, please. Okay, be positive. I'm sure you'll love it. We all appreciate you and the whole Nokta team. Thank you so much. Is there an option for a video for a side-by-side using two legend machines comparison? Not at this point, but I'll talk to my team when I go back to the office. Like I said, this week the factory is closed, so it cannot be done quickly. But yeah, I'll check with the team. Um, uh, just try the update. Website says includes 1.13, but after using it, did you go back to factory defaults? Please, every time you update factory defaults, guys. Okay. When is this update going to be available? It is available. They just texted me saying that it's live already. Okay. Keep digging. Yes. Will tone breaks and tonal options still be available to be set in the beast mode? Jason, good question. Probably. I'm just gonna guess. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't really have time to look into it in detail myself because they literally, finished this update yesterday, and we're not at the factory. The field tester, the engineer, they were at the factory all weekend, and I wasn't there. The factory's closed, so I didn't really get a chance to see it in detail myself. So maybe I cannot answer all the questions, but I'm sorry, guys. Okay, we really tried our best to give it to you, so that you don't have to wait another week before until we go back to the office, basically. Can I update now? Yes, you can update now. And will there be a PDF manual update with new version? Yes, there will be. Please be patient. Like I said, we're closed this week. Hopefully, once we go back to the office within a week, actually within a few days, it should be up there, the new manual, okay? Is the beast mode for beach mode as well? What do you mean by that? I don't get it. It's really a new mode. Um, Everyone, make sure you're following the Nokta Nomad team. I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos. Yes, that's correct. Watch the Nomads, follow the Nomads. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? Questions? Questions? I'm gonna end the slide. Listen, it was great meeting you again, talking to you live again. I hope you enjoyed the new update, the beast mode. I'm sure you will. It's really a great addition, this new mode. And the other feature, actually, the deep target identification feature. They're going to add a lot more value to the best value device out there. Okay. The Legend is the most affordable, high-end, top machine out there. And it just got better again and again. Okay? So, thank you so much for listening, for watching. Nokta Detectors loves you. Enjoy the new update. Like I said, please, any bugs or issues, this is the beta version. We want you guys to be a part of it because you enjoyed it last time. Send us an email. No wish list, please. Manual update. Gary, I already answered that question. Once we go back to the office next week, hopefully we're going to put it up there in a couple of days. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.